Hi, welcome to another episode of Dad's RC Hangar. Today's episode 2 of the J3 Navy Cub. It's the build. Hi. First of all, I must salute Robert and Captain Blush. That's Captain Robert and Captain Blush, all the way from Slovenia. I hope I've said all that correctly. I've watched their channel for a while now and it's fantastic. I will leave a link below in the description to go and visit their site. If you love RC planes, this is the site. These guys are real, they're funny, and they fly some great planes. They inspired me to make a channel to give people a view of my love of planes and my journey, which obviously I want you guys to join in and become our journey and have some fun. Okay, so today we're going to try and build the J3 Navy Cub from Hobby King. I say try because the instructions are about as much good as a chocolate teapot. Yeah, but hey, we're going to go for it. If you're building one yourself, maybe you should watch all this first, just in case I make some errors. The last thing I want to do is you mess up your plane. It may be different building types for everybody, but I'm going to go for it how I see fit. Let's do this. Okay, let's see if we can build this baby. As you can see, I've got all the bags that come with the model. There's no numbers, or even if you look at the instructions, it doesn't say anything. So this is going to be a real kind of random build, really. So we know here, and it's going to be hard for you to see, but there's a bag of push rods. You can see those there. And I think these are control horns. They sit on your elevators or ailerons. And a box of screws, or a pack of screws, should I say. So, okay. So, we don't need the push rods at the moment. If I can see those, you don't need those yet. And there should be two, which is correct. One for each aileron. And then we were going to need two of these, and then a back plate. So, I don't know if you can see that. There's a back plate there. As I say, I'm still new at all this recording business, and I haven't got someone to help me. And there's a control horn. I don't know if you can see that, but you better see. So, the control horn needs to be on there, on the flap. In fact, before this is a major thing you should do with all models, is get the flap. Don't go mad. Just bend it, because when they come freshly out of the factory, they're very stiff, and that's no good for your servos. You know, it'll knacker them out. But yeah, there you go. Lovely and lovely. And there's your. Now, some people say not to move these. I think it's actually when they're plugged in that they can send back a back voltage. But if you're not plugged in, you should be able to just move them. And I picked this one out. I've got just some pliers and just gently. But you can. We'll go through maybe another video or something where you can buy little dials, a potentiometer to make it go up and down with the 5 volts or whatever it is. Okay, so this one eventually will be the control horn will be in there on the top one, so it's nice and level. So you push that in, and it kind of sits there like that. If you can see that. Let's just bring up closer if the camera will freak out. I've tried to push the lights up a bit so it doesn't freak out so much. Anyway, you get the gist. So you've got your control horn there. You'll be able to see this anyway, hopefully. So let's take that off for the second, because I don't want that. I want this. So it's kind of like, you know, the holes face your servo. And then on this back, it's got a little sort of kind of little denty things. I don't know what you call it. Round. That fits in the hole. So if you can see it, it fits in like that. Okay, you see that, I think. Okay, then you have some screws somewhere. Where did I put the screws? They're in the bag. Let's bring them out on here. Now these look really long. I mean really long. I mean come on. That's the, well that's the screwed in. Let's find a screwdriver. Okay, there's a little, so we screw in from the bottom, come out the top. It's a little Phillips. Make sure that's coming through the hole. I have done this before where you're screwing away and you're actually going through the foam. And it's come out the side of the plastic. And it's like, what the hell? Going in there. Yeah. With my chipolata fingers, it's not the best thing to do. But there you go. There's 4 screws to each one of these. As I say, just make sure on the back side, or the top should I say, that it's coming through the holes. Hopefully you can see them. A build video is better than no build video, I guess, because I couldn't find on the internet at all of someone doing these. It's like, hey, here's a plane, we're going to build it. Bang, it's built. What the hell? So there again, see, I tried to screw it in and it went offline, and tried to go through the foam, not the actual plastic. I did make a mistake the other day when I was talking about my planes, about Freewing. They're actually FMS planes. I do like Freewing as well. So, yeah, sorry about that. But I haven't showed you all my planes anyway, so that's okay. Right, okay, that's with the plastic. Awesome. So we don't need to do these up mega tight, because if you're like me and be a bit Arnold Schwarzenegger, you'll end up going straight through the foam and you're having a big gaping hole where your horns should be. So, you need to be a bit more gentle. And that's one thing I do find hard on actually my transmitter with the sticks, which my teacher says, oh, Chris, treat it gentle. He uses some form of what I should be doing, but we can't say that on YouTube. But nice and gentle, he says. Treat it as if it was a lady. But I still don't do it. I can't, fly. Okay, right, so, as you can see, if it doesn't spaz out, can you see that? I don't know, there you go. That's your horn fixed. And then let's put the rod in. So, the rod's kind of, not sure which way it goes. So, on the, this is the inner wing, end of the wing. So you push it in and it kind of just turns around. Lovely. Then it should be vertical. So it should go, in the, I'd say second. Maybe people say, no, it should be going in the top, but that's nice. Can you see that? It's made it a bit dark so you can see these sort of things. Yeah. So when the servo pushes the flaps and off we go. Now I'll show you something in a minute, which I'm a bit strange about. I think I'll go for that. You can wind these in once you do power it up, which is another good thing about why you should power this up ready, because it would go to 50%, and then you can wind this in so you get the flaps straight as a die, because a little bit of flap will make your plane move, and that's all about trimming, which we're going on when we're doing the transmitter. So you really must, don't worry about that too much. Sorry. Right, so I'm just gonna, should I push that in? Maybe I won't get that tight. I won't snap it in, because the more you snap things, unsnap things, the looser they get. Now look at that. I mean, look, can you? I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's out focus, but the screws are like, let's do millimeters. They're like sticking out like 5 millimeters. I mean, what do you do with that? Do I have to cut them off? I don't know. And well, behold, you know, you can't find anything on the internet that tells you. I should have maybe emailed Hobby King and said, hey, you know, there is 4 tiny screws here, but I know they're for the rudder. Strange stuff, man. Okay, so as you can see, that your servo's kind of in, and obviously if I did power it up, it would zip up there. So we'll just leave it there anyway. So let's get this second one. I might zip through this or something on the video so you don't get bored, or I might just carry on and you can zip forward. The wonders of YouTube Playline. You can move it forward. So once again, the horn. I think these are called horns because they look like a horn, with the holes facing the servo, and then the plate on the other side with well, there's another horn that's going to be for that. The plate on the other side with the little indents to fit in the holes, so it fits in there nice and snug. And then 4 more screws again, and this is when you need to be an octopus. I mean, the good thing about, I mean, this is nice. I mean, if you like building, I mean, you know, I think if a lot of people used to build airplanes when there was a young child, like a model airplane, plastic thing, Airfix, which I did, then it's great, you know. But sometimes you just want to throw the plane together and fly. So, you know, I don't know, it's something maybe you either like it or you don't. I do like it, I must admit. I do like putting it all together. I do like it when all the parts are what they should be and not screws that are about 10 miles too long. But hey, you know, I'll probably find out that they're totally the wrong screws, but I can't see any screws that are smaller. But I can always get a pair of snips, snip them off. Job's a good one. Right, okay. So it's always good to watch the plastic going into the foam. It will go a little bit, obviously, because it needs to set its seat down, but just make sure that this is flat, and that's all you need. You know, but you do your pre-flight checks, make sure the screws are not coming out. So, you know, just like normal airplane pilots. And there you go, little. I didn't actually check I was going through the holes. But that is nicely seated, even though we've got the screws that are half a mile coming out the thing. And what did I not do? Yes, I didn't do this flap. So move the flap. You don't need to go mad. Just, you know, you can see, because you can see the paint cracking a bit, so you know that it's nice and nice and sexy. So, and oh, let's put the control horn so I don't, sorry, the rod, so I don't lose it like I've done now. There's 2 more horns here. I think they're for the rudder. Always put your screws back in here, unless you've got like one of them awesome magnet things that I don't have. But then again, if they're not that magnetic, then it's not going to be no good anyway. Yeah, so I've lost it. And here it is, hiding under there. Okay, so once again, go on the outside, the inside, sorry. So in, and you push it around so it looks like that. And then once again, I'm going to go into the second hole of the horn. So the second hole from the top. So it kind of looks like that. Because you want it straight, because it needs to push. I mean, that, I think that's so if you go full, I think that the second hole is a good one. The second hole, I don't know, as I say, so I better be careful of these screws. With these actually come off the plane on. Stop things, so we'll stick that on there so that will stop making holes. Okay, let's try now the elevators. So once again, we do that nicely. Don't go mad. Let's try not to do the white because I know it freaks the camera out. Don't go mad, just, you know. So when you do your little finger, even though it says no push, no push, no push, that's for scale. Okay, look at that, that's good. Okay, so we need one of those. I say I've no idea how this is being built. I really don't. You know, you look on the YouTube videos, it's just, here's a wing, here it is, all fixed. It's like, well, how did it go together? Right, it's the same thing again. That's still flaps. So any flaps. In fact, that's nice. That is sexy. I think they've got little. I swear they've got plastic bits in here, but I don't know. But you know, we can always strengthen them. Now, I know for a fact. In fact, I don't know for a fact how this goes together. So obviously, we know this is the top. That's the back. So, oh, okay, here we go. Right, so I'm going to try and show. Oh, it's a bit mad trying to look at a video screen. I don't know. Anyway, stop moaning, Chris. So in for the back and slot in. Look at that. It was like a throat, didn't you? That little plane. Wow. Okay, that's good. Now there's 2 screw holes here. There's 2 screw holes. Now we have several screws in an Allen key as well. It's really hard. I mean, it's like there's lots of screws. Now no, I think they're for the wheels. There is the wheel, back wheel, which also has to go on here. Not a problem. We will get this. So let's have a look at the actual plane itself, shall we? Maybe I should have tried to build this and then shown you how I built it. Ah, didn't want to do that, did we? Throw the plane about, Chris. It's okay. It's a good made model. I'm sure it'll have a lot more crashes. So can we see this in there? Yes, you can. Alright, okay, so the screws would have to be quite long. So I think they're these ones. I don't think. So let's have a look. Let's get these out. It comes with an Allen key. Why would it come with an Allen key? Or you might call it a hex spanner. Doesn't fit in there, so that's pretty random. No, there's Phillips. There's Phillips. Phillips. Okay, so yeah. Okay, there's an Allen key. Yeah, that one that is it. Whatever. So where are they? So we've got the 2 big ones. I think they're them because they go into. Yeah, there's those. So they do. So it's the 2 big ones. I haven't got a tape rule on me, but you know, if in, you know, just screw them in. That's where they're going to be screwed into. So those are going to be those. Now there is 2 screws here. I think. I'll have to get this back out again. No, I'm lying to you. Okay, maybe they're for something else. Maybe there's just, I don't know, maybe, were they? No, okay. Right, so let's get, I have got a stand here, which might help, he says. Can you see it in shot? Yes, you can. Alrighty. Now, this will fit in there, like, maybe, is that got a little sliver at the back there to stick that in? Yeah, there's a little sliver. No, I don't know if that, oh, it does open. Because there's a little slither here. I don't even see that. Yeah. And it kind of goes, open up, open wide. It kind of goes in there. So if I move round and kind of open the, it kind of comes a bit closed, so I don't know, to be careful that you don't split, but if you can open up with your fingers and stick the first bit of plane in, there you go. So that should go. Oh yeah. Oh, sexy, look at that. Well, that's it anyway. It's a bit, could do a bit of paint, but I'm sure I'm going to lose more paint anyway just by flying. Right, so here I know we go for the wheel section, right? So this would be for the rudder, and this would be for your elevators. Maybe. There's also things that we need to glue in here as well, but we'll, in fact no, I think this is for the, let's have a look, shall we? Right, so this is the wheel pack, the back wheel pack. Lots of pins and things that I've no idea what they're for. So this little plastic, I would have thought, by the white shape of it, fits onto there like so. I don't know if there's any screws that go in there. Now I know that the wheel will go across the back here. Let me stop.